Boom.
Houston Rockets. How are you feeling?
I think we feel pretty damn good.
We went from losing out on first, second, third pick, being kind of bummed, to then getting who we all wanted, pretty much. Polls show.
Literally both of them. Because
Yes.
we were like, who do we want? I'm in or Cam Whitmore? I'm in or Cam Whitmore. We got them fucking both, son.
Yeah. In a way where you felt content, you ended up finding excitement and joy out of it at the end. And I heard Raphael Stone's thing where he was like, I was trying to trade up to get him. I was trying to trade up to get him. And just nobody would bite. Nobody would bite. And magically at 20, boom, right there. Cam
Got
Whitmore.
him. Save your pick. We're still gonna get him. I
Yep.
like how everybody says that kind of reminds them of the Michael Porter Jr. fall. I was like, shit, I'll take a Michael Porter Jr. out of this deal.
Definitely will on that. Man.
I still don't understand the truth of why he fell. I heard a lot of shit over the next 2 days after that, but the most that I could make out of it is something I told you before the draft is he don't interview well.
Yeah.
He don't speak very well, and people are like, "Oh, he's a bad interviewer. Maybe he's gonna pose a problem. He's in it for himself." And then people are like, "He's not a typical Villanova player. Like this isn't the kind of player Jay Wright produces. He's not Brunson or Josh Hart." I was like, and he thinks he's better. You know, I like it.
I mean, the dude, if just looking at his physical physique and the way he plays the game, it's like this dude is top five easily. I mean, going into the draft, he was a top five pick, top 10 easily. And you got him at 20.
Yes, sir.
And so,
Even if it doesn't pan out and the medical shit is true, is pick 20. It hurts a little less.
exactly. It would have been more painful if you went with him at 4.
And something happens.
Yeah. So
Yes.
you ended up, we got the point guard we wanted also. I'm in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They said he's arguably one of the best passers in the game as of the rookie class.
I think he's the best passer in that draft.
Yeah.
Like he can pass on point with either hand, one hand. You got to like let me tell you what a man Thompson's gonna do. He may not be John Morant, but he's gonna keep the ball moving for us. Like it's not gonna stop anymore.
Something we didn't have at all.
Word.
You'd see them. What do I do with it? Oh,
do you think a man Thompson starts?
I think he does if we do not get some of these free agents that we're going to talk about.
I have a feeling that he's going to come off the bench and Kevin Porter's going to get the start. I have a strong feeling that we're going to start the season with the same starters we finished last year with.
I would love
Porter.
that.
Yeah.
Not enough. You don't really need too much pressure on him, on either of them. I mean, I saw a bunch of people putting like, you were going to start Cam, you were going to start Amin, you were going to start Jalen, you were going to start Şengün and Jabari. And I was like, I mean, that sounds cool for like 2K, but I need some bets in there. I need a.
But do we? But do you need him to play or you need him to teach?
If I can get a Brook Lopez, I want him to play at.
Then you have to trade somebody.
I mean, at this point, we talked about it once Cam Whitmore got drafted. One man became highly available on the Rockets.
How about you do this? Look, you trade Jay Sean.
Mm-hmm.
You play Kenyon Martin Jr., and you almost redshirt a year of Cam Whitmore in the G League.
Like, have fun in Rio, bro.
Well, he's only 18.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Have fun in Rio.
So at the very least, you play Kenyon Martin so you could trade him. Because you still have to find room for Tari.
Yeah.
Or you can trade Tari and keep Kenyon Martin. Your choice. I have a feeling the team would rather have Tari than Kenyon Martin, though.
I do too, but I think there are teams that want Kenyon Martin.
I agree.
He's already said that we've all heard it over the past few years. He wants a new place, fresh start, wants more of this, more of that. And it's like, Then it kind of went away, and his dad started saying more. It's like, here we go.
Jay Sean should get traded for sure, just because we don't have anything for him to do, which sucks because he's a good player.
He's a good player. He's cheap. He's team oriented, and it's just like, you're older, bro. We need some other vets.
You're older, but you're not experienced yet. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah. I guess out of free agents, who are you? It looks like luckily the James Harden thing has sailed.
I'm not happy until he goes and signs somewhere else. I need to see his name on another contract, and then I know we're out of the clear. I like the Brook Lopez rumor. I just don't know that I believe that to be true.
Yeah.
Like, you're really going to have to overpay him to come here. Like, why would you come here when you can go play for any contender?
Maybe money. He's what?
But that's my point. It's like, if you're going to do it for the money, that means we're really going to shovel the money out there.
Yeah, 65 mil.
Ooh, that's a lot of monies. He's such a good teacher, and he could play.
Shoot the three, space it out. Has some nice defensive plays at times.
I almost dare say if I was going to do some shit like that, though, I might consider Draymond.
He is a free agent. I would love that.
I know, but it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't think of him coming to the Rockets and if we would want him. But if I'm going to overpay, Draymond he would help us.
The mindset of a champion already.
I mean, an Ime guy, he'll bring culture. I mean, I know he's not coming, but I mean,
what about
I don't know. I've seen names out there like Jakob Poeltl. Like, style-wise, it fits, but also it's like, I don't want to pay you. Yeah.
What about Bruce Brown from Denver?
I would love to have him, but then again, it's like, I don't know where we would find minutes for you.
What about Fred VanVleet?
See, I know we could find minutes for a point guard because that's one of the positions we could use help. I just don't want you. I don't want VanVleet. I'm be honest. I'd rather play Kevin Porter than bring VanVleet in.
I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Does it feel like if we bring a point guard in, that almost means that we're going to trade Porter? It feels that way, right?
It does, and it really does kind of seem like it seems like. I don't say inevitable, but it kind of seems like it's coming at some point.
I just feel like that might be Ime's favorite player, though. So why would we want to trade him? Do you think that we need to stop shopping like on the top end of this free agency shit and go after the lesser players like a JaVale McGee?
Maybe. I know they have us linked to Dwight Powell from the Mavs.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Bottom bid. So
yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but it's like, what are you gonna teach us, bro? Like, you didn't win shit. At least JaVale got ring. Like, there is a player out there who hasn't. He might have won a ring with Cleveland. The other day I was thinking I'd like to go get Larry Nance. I think he'd be a good backup center.
I would like that actually.
Because he gave New Orleans hella good minutes last year and the year before in the playoffs. I want him on our team. I'd also consider going to get Capella back. Because he only has 1 year left on his deal, and I mean, we could eat $20 million.
This is the dumbest article I've ever read in my life.
What's that?
Somebody said the Rockets need to trade for Paul George. This just came out, right? It's 4 minutes ago from Clutch Points.
Okay. What are we giving up?
It says we must throw in Kevin Porter Jr. or Jalen Green.
Okay, I'm willing to give up Porter.
All right. And he's saying that the Rockets need to decide on who they're going to keep. I'm like, if you're comparing the two, I'm already losing me a little bit, but whatever. We'll keep reading. Then he says players such as Kenyon Martin Jr., Jabari Smith Jr., or Jayshawn Tate would need to be added to achieve that goal.
I'll make you a deal. If they were looking for players and not picks, I'll give you Kevin Porter. I'll give you Jayshawn Tate. and I will give you Usman Garuba and maybe a pick.
They said that it would more than likely be 2 picks, and
I'll do Kevin Porter, Kenyon Martin, and 2 picks for Paul George. I'll even do you a solid and throw in Jayshawn Tate if you send me Zubac, the center.
That would be actually really nice.
Because we have the center. I think Paul George can play on our team.
They need help to get away from one of those injured contracts.
And plus, we give them depth.
What they don't have, they want to keep Russell. They're not getting rid of Kawhi. So Paul George is the odd man out. He did talk to Jalen Green also on his podcast.
He did. And Jalen was working with his trainer. So sweet. I mean, it doesn't make sense for him to come here because he's not going to win shit. But if there is somebody to trade for him, he'd be the kind of player. Him, Ingram. I don't know if I'd want Levine.
I don't think I'd want him either. I don't really think I want any. There's a lot of people I don't want. I mean, we've done those lists already before, but
then also there's a part of me that really wants to know what Cam Whitmore has. I really want to know. And the only way to find out is to play him because I think he's going to be good.
And he has a chip on his shoulder.
He does. If he's smart enough to know he should. Either he's really dumb or he really don't give a fuck. And either way, I'm cool with it because he's a good ass hooper.
Would you go after Chris Middleton?
No, sir.
What about Mark Stein?
Who?
Mark's. Oh wait, no, not my bad. Dillion Brooks.
I would entertain that.
I said Mark Stein. That's the reporter.
I was about to say in here, writer.
Yeah, writer. I read the wrong name that was highlighted. They highlighted the wrong name.
I would go after Dillion Brooks because I think you could get him on the cheap, and he's kind of what our team needs. But then also, like, you're playing a position where I don't necessarily have minutes for you because I want to know what we have. I got to give Jalen minutes. I want to know if Christopher, what he can do. I mean, you play the 3. Cam Whitmore plays the 3. I just think if you're going to go after free agents, the positions are a backup center and a starting point guard or a really good backup point guard.
Yeah. So Jonathan Fagan, Houston Chronicle writer, right? He wrote out. He pretty much knows a lot, gets the scoop. So Fred VanVleet is the top if James Harden goes to Philly.
Okay.
After that, Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton are on the cusp of maybes. Like, that's who they're going after. Dillion Brooks is pretty much a top pick that they want. And then the list goes into players like Jordan Clarkson.
No, thank you.
Dante DiVincenzo.
He'd be a good guy. Basically, it's like when you say DiVincenzo, you're asking me, it's like, do you want a better version of Garrison Matthews back? It's like, I just don't have a place for you to play.
Austin Reeves.
It's the same. It's like, I don't have a place for you to play.
Cam Johnson.
I would entertain that one.
Rui Hachimura. And those are pretty much it. From others that we've already talked about, of course.
Rui's tough. And then also, it's like, I don't know why they want VanVleet. Don't you? If anybody else was taking number 4, they're fucking going to get minutes. Right? So you got to assume Amen Thompson's going to get minutes.
I just... Like, what about an Austin Reeves?
I can't bring you in.
I just have a feeling like we're overlooking the fact that people are getting traded. Like I know, but I get the fact. Like every week you tell me like we got to see what these guys are doing. We got to see what these guys are doing. I feel at this certain point of time I can have enough film to know kind of what the hell these guys are doing, and I don't want to sit there and wait when I can get some vets in this thing to help out for phase 3 or wherever the fuck we're at.
Okay, I'm cool with that. But then who are we getting rid of? Is it Kevin Porter?
I think for sure Jayshawn Tate, we've said it. Kenyon Martin Jr., I've said it. I think Kevin Porter's odd man out. Um, you don't even see the players kind of like. I'm not saying that that's what it is, but it
So are
just
you saying like, are we trading players like Josh Christopher and Ty Ty and clearing all that shit out and signing these guys to come in and play off the bench?
I think we need some bench help for sure. We need something. I don't want to run it back from with what we have. I mean, even
Man,
though
I'm just saying trade trade Josh Christopher or play him. Like
oh, facts on that.
he should get 22 to 24 like or trade him. So we'll put some because if you traded Josh Christopher, then I'd be like, fuck yeah, bring Revis in. But I know what Josh Christopher is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he has to get minutes. And I don't know. I sure as fuck do not want to hear anybody say we should trade Jalen Green or Jabari Smith. Like, don't do that.
If that's even in your thought, it's just you're tripping. But there are people that said it. I've read our Facebook, and people have said that, like, oh, we need to trade one of them. What was the words that I heard? They're both bust because they haven't become superstars already.
Okay.
I was like, cool.
Well, that just makes all them people in those drafts bust.
Yep.
Except Paolo. I don't know, man. I'm glad it's Ime's job to figure out, not mine. But then also it depends on how they're going to try to play offense, depending on who we keep too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's tough because you got two quality rookies. You have a logjam roster right now.
Because if I think about it, bro, if I think about it hard enough, could you imagine lineups where Jabari Smith plays that Al Horford role? And then the rest of it, then you do have space to play Jalen Green, Cam, Amin, and the like freaking Tari Eason at the 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if Jabari can play some 5, that opens up a lot of shit for us. Everybody keeps telling me that he should play the 3, and I was like, nah, he should play the 5. Mm-hmm. Just don't bring Harden. I don't want any injury prone players. I really don't. No Middleton or anything like that.
Like the real question that we haven't even talked about is what do we do with Deshaun Nix?
We sweeten the pot in the trade with him and be like, look, this dude averaged this in the G League. You sure you don't want him? They're like, yeah, he averaged that in the G League. But yeah, what he averaged in the pros? Hey, he might help a team, some other team, just not us, you know?
No, he has his games. I mean, he was one
of
the
he had some games. I remember we had a game against the Clippers where he played like 42 minutes and he had no points, no rebounds, no assists, and a turnover.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. Yeah. Man.
I don't know. I want to see the lineup I want to see is Amin, Jalen, Cam, and Jabari with anybody else. Preferably like Kmart Jr. Because that team would be so freaking fast. And I'm not saying to start that lineup, but when you need a bucket, I'm pretty sure that one can get you one.
That one has a way of getting it.
No, now the job for us as Rockets fans is we need to already come up with a good nickname for Jalen and Amin because that backcourt's going to be nice.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I mean, looking at plays of both players, I mean, we know what Jalen does, but looking at plays of Amin,
I like it too because if we're being honest, Jalen's not a good interview, but Amin is. So now we have somebody who could talk.
Yeah. Facts. Yo, facts. Well, Rockets fans, I don't know. We'll be here all day if we
pretty much. If we sit here long enough, we're gonna be doing stupid shit like 76ers asking for 2 players and a pick for Tobias Harris.
That shit was funny. Stupid, but funny.
When is Summer League? I think it's next week, right? I think it starts on like the 5th.
Something like that, yeah. Free agency starts this Friday, so
Then that means Summer League will probably start around the same time, I think. Like one of the leagues, maybe the Orlando League. Cool. All right, we got some hooping coming up.
to end this, did you see the video of Victor Wembanyama missing all his shots?
Nope, but I'm gonna see it after we get off because now I gotta see it. And
So they've been deleting it. So he was doing like a commercial or video shoot, and he missed like every shot, and they've been deleting it from people and reporting it, and people have found it on the internet. And
he's already on my nerves, bro. So are we about to declare war on them and make them know that we don't like them?
I think we should.
So that's the mission. Have a better record than San Antonio?
Yes, because
it's on.
It's on. Forget you, San Antonio. I hope you get dunked on, Victor. He was like, "Oh, I'm not playing in the summer league," and then now he's like, "I might play in the summer league, bro." If anybody needs to play in the summer league as of right now, it's definitely.
Oh, he don't want to get embarrassed in the summer league. I wouldn't play in there.
Yeah, I don't think they are though. But if he gets embarrassed in the beginning of the league, it's like, oh well, it's his first game in the NBA. He's learning.
Okay.
I hope Karl Anthony Towns dunks on him and then doesn't.
I hope Chet Holmgren punks him. I also want to say it was a shit ton of teams in the NBA draft that I think they fucked their rebuild up a little bit, like Orlando, Indy, and a little bit of OKC. But Houston, we sped our shit up, I think.
Definitely sped that shit up. That shit looking nice. Houston, be happy. Be proud. It's turning around. We got Ime. We got Jalen Green, all the boys. Ken Whitmore, I'm in Thompson.
Good job about fucking the draft up, Stone.
Yes. We have free agency this week, so be on the lookout on our Facebook for breaking news at the SLG Network. Be on the lookout right here. So subscribe. We'll be doing videos on the Rockets whenever and whoever they sign.
Popping up. Peekaboo. Guess who?
Oh, that being said, Houston, we out. Stay hydrated. It's going to be a hot week again.
Ugh.
Y'all have fun. Later.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.